Hi guys, it's Monday and I'm trying out a new camera today, so I'm not really sure how this is going to work. I'm really not even sure how to load it, so I'm not exactly sure of what time this is going to get posted. If I can't figure it out, I'll re-video it on my iPad. But for the last few times, the videos haven't been coming out very clear on my iPad. So I got my camera out, and this is the very first time I've ever even tried to use it for something like this. So we'll see how that works out. Anyways, so it is Monday, and I told you that I would weigh today, or tell you my weight. A couple of things. Talked to my husband quite a bit last night about the body cleanse that I was going to start today, and he just really discouraged me from doing it today, which I don't think is technically a discouragement, because he would never discourage me from doing this. He did this himself. He did a huge weight loss himself, and I think if you've followed me at all, you know that. But he was like, you really don't want to start this on a Monday, your busiest day of the week, and a work week at that. So he wanted me to start it on Friday, and I said, well, I really want it to be a 4-day cleanse. I was going to start it on Thursday. We talked about it back and forth, and I wanted Thursday, he wanted Friday. I won. It's going to be Thursday. But he was right. Starting it on today, and then I have to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably was not the brightest idea I've ever had. So what I'm going to do in the interim is just really, honestly, I think I'm going to do a lot of, I don't want to say a true fast, but just on my own, just cutting crap out. Preparing my body, learning a little bit more about this cleanse. Now, actually, I learned quite a bit more because I watched, and of course, you're going to get different answers constantly from everybody you watch or listen to or read from. You're going to get a million different answers. But I was watching the doctors, a video on YouTube from the doctors about body cleansing, and they, honestly weren't for it because of all of the, and I know this is gross, but mucousy enzymes that are in your colon that are good all get washed out as well. And I had some really huge health issues a while back, about a decade ago. I mean, huge, like huge. And I don't know if I want to remove healthy enzymes from my already very low immune system body. So I don't really know exactly how I feel about that. I'm going to go ahead and do the 4-day cleanse, but I was kind of thinking, you could do a cleanse every 3 months, every 4 months, 3 times a year, 4 times a year. I don't know that I would do that again. I'm going to do quite a bit more studying. I am going to go ahead and do this because I really want to do it. But I don't know that I would do it again. I'll decide that, and we can talk about it later. But so there's that. Starting on Thursday, and then I'm go ahead and weigh in today. I weighed today. But my normal weigh-in days are going to be on Wednesdays, I believe. It could be Thursdays, but I think it's going to be Wednesdays. So my weigh-in check-ins are going to be posted on either that day, Wednesday or Thursday, from now on. So the very first week, it's going to be either, 9 or 10 days. That's going to be a relatively long time for a weigh-in, but I'm not going to do it every day anymore because it is very discouraging. Up ounces, down ounces. I'd rather just go the end of the week and you lost, even ounces will feel better than up, down, up, down. That's just not working for me. And I ultimately could quit it all and go by measurements because it really isn't all about the size you're getting to. I mean, your measurements are probably more accurate than your weight anyways because of muscle build and muscle loss and water weight and all of that. So we kind of think about that. When you're up a little bit, you know, did you exercise more? Did you gain a little bit of muscle? You know, is it something else other than just you didn't do something right if you're up a few ounces or a pound? Don't discourage yourself in those situations. Because ultimately, if you're down an inch, you've accomplished great things. You know what I mean? So let's just try to always stay positive. And I am finding weighing myself every day is a negative. Other than keeping myself accountable, and I like that part of it, on track, but I would rather just find other ways to do that, I think, because that is discouraging to me. So here we go. My very first time ever on here saying my weight, and my only thumbs down in a video was on my little tag that I did, and that was it. And it's only one out of all the positives that I got on here, but I got a thumbs down, and I guarantee you it was because I didn't say how much I weighed. Because in that tag it point blank asked, and I just wasn't ready to do that. So there's that, and that one little thumbs down really is just bugging me. So stupid. But okay, today I weigh 245 pounds and 3 ounces. Now, I'm just going to straight up be honest. My last few days of vacation, I did not do as well as my first 4 or 5 or 6 days of vacation. I got home, settled in, you know, the end of vacation, and I just dropped the ball. Ate what I wanted, whatever. So I'm actually up some from before. I'm going to start from this one, and I'm just not going to ever look back. Me and my husband were talking about it, and he was like, you would have never ever ate like that yesterday if you had not said you were starting a diet tomorrow. Because he was thinking, that is so out of character for you. Why are you doing that? Yeah. So me and the word diet don't get along. Lifestyle change, yes. Am I willing to do that? Am I ready to do that? Am I very, very seriously thinking that ketogenics is going to be the way for me, or something very near that? Yes, that's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. We're going to play it out and go by ear, and I don't really know everything there is to know about ketogenics anyways. I wish I did know more. I've done a lot of research, but I don't know enough. I'm hoping that this video even turned out. So anyways, there it is. There's my weight for the whole world to complain about. I'm only 4'8", so technically, yeah, I'm like 3 times the size that I should be. Wow. Wow. So, yeah. And if you watched my video yesterday, my second video yesterday, I put up 2 because I took the plunge and had honey measure me, and I could not believe it. I mean, I'm like, that's your neck size. Or, you know, was your neck. I don't even think his neck size is what mine is now. He's 6'1". Stupid. I'm a cow. Okay, that was ugly. Shouldn't have said that. Anyways, there we are. We're starting a whole new situation here, girlies and boys. And I hope everybody has a great week. Love you all. Bye.